What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. First and foremost, happy Saturday, and today we have another 10-year rebuild that you guys voted for, and today we got a team that most fans of this team are ready to blow it up, that being the Chicago Bulls. They're trying to be contenders, or have been, and they just aren't anywhere close to that, clearly being under 500 and just obviously missing Lonzo. It's just been a disaster for Chicago. So today, this should be a really fun one. We're going to be doing a 10-year realistic Chicago Bulls rebuild, most likely blowing it up and going in a different direction. So this should be a very fun one. Let's go. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like for the 10-year rebuilds. And of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. But the Chicago Bulls, yeah, man, it's just not going well this season for them at all. Obviously, Lonzo is not healthy. But it is very clear that this team needs to change it up. It's just not going to happen this year for them. Lonzo may not even play this year. 11-17. Like I said, most Bulls fans are ready to give up, throw in the towel, and just blow it up and retool, rebuild, tank, whatever it may be. Because their pick is like top 3 protected, I think. So you might as well just maybe try to tank and have a chance of getting a top 3 pick and keeping it. Maybe you're able to draft a Scoot or Wembanyama or whatever. And that's where most Bulls fans want to go with this roster. So that's what we might do. So I don't know if I'll blow it up completely at the trade deadline. I think there's one person you probably have to trade away if you're going to want to get anything for him, and that being Nikola Vucevic. He's making $22 million on an expiring contract. I don't think you'd want to lose him for nothing in the offseason, so I think it definitely makes sense to trade him as soon as you can, and then you could explore trading DeMar DeRozan at the deadline, or wait till the offseason because he has 2 years left. And then Zach LaVine, same thing. He's on a 4-year contract, so you have time to trade him as well. But Vucevic is the guy, and then Alex Caruso, I think, is someone you should maybe look at trading as well. So I think that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with trading Vucevic and Caruso probably to start this video, and then the offseason, we'll probably look more into like trading DeMar, LaVine. Maybe there's some trades we can make right now to trade them, but I'll start with Vucevic and Caruso first. You see this, man? This could be you right here. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. You're picking overs or unders on your favorite players who you love watching each and every day. Let me show you how it works. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop, and you basically get to choose 2 to 5 players, and you choose over or under on their props that they give you. You pretty much have every sport you can imagine on here. But let's say I wanted to go ahead and put a bet on Mitchell and Joel Embiid. I want to go more and more on them. If I get it right, I 3 times my money. Let's say I want to go up to 5 players, which is the most you can go up to. You can go more on all of them, and that's going to 10 times your money. I started with $100, and so far I'm up to $500. I've been having a ton of fun over here on Prize Picks. If you want to go ahead and sign up, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. Their matching deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $100. If you deposit $100, you get $200 to work with. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. Back to the rebuild. So I actually tried to trade Alex Caruso over to the Warriors for Moses Moody, because that's a trade that I've seen kind of floating around a little bit, but I didn't really see anything. So you got this one from the Phoenix Suns, where you're getting a first-round pick from the Suns, which is top 3 protected in 2025. And honestly, that could be very valuable to us because we don't know what the Suns will look like in real life. But in 2K, they start to suck. They really do. So I kind of like the idea of taking that. Or what we could do is take this Hawks pick where we get Justin Holiday in a first-round pick. But I think I'm going to go with the Suns. I'm going to give them Alex Caruso and Goran Dragic. We're taking on Dario Saric's expiring contract. We're getting a first-round pick for Caruso, essentially. And that pick might actually be valuable more than you think. So I'm going to do that trade to start things off. And then when I looked for Nikola Vucevic trades, there was some interesting ones to me. But none of them, like, I'm not sure anybody would actually, send these out. So, like, we can get Norman Powell's big contract in a first. Like, that's great, but I don't really want Norman Powell's contract. Capella, yeah, maybe you could take on Capella's expiring, which actually I think is a player option attached to it. No, it's got 2 years, so I don't really want that either. But we get a first out of it, I guess, which is cool and all, but again, just not something I really want to do. Oladipo and Duncan Robinson essentially does nothing for us. Rozier does nothing. Olynyk, and we get a young center. Not really feeling that. I had the Kings offer me Keegan Murray earlier for him, but I obviously didn't see the point of doing that. And then the other one that I kind of liked, these trades have changed a little bit since I made a trade, but the other one that I was kind of looking at was the Pelicans offered me, they offered me Larry Nance, or not Larry Nance. They offered me, it was Jackson Hayes and also Devontae Graham, which Jackson Hayes would be a nice young center to take a chance on if you're Chicago. But at the same time, I don't know why the Pelicans would even want to change up with how great they've been playing. So the one trade I kind of liked was the Knicks maybe wanting a floor spacing center rather than Mitchell Robinson, and we just get a young Mitchell Robinson. I really can't think of anything else. And then the Knicks free up money, I guess. So this was offered earlier. I don't know if they're willing to do it now. They want my first round pick. That's not going to happen. I'll give you a second, and boom. So we get that to go through. And now we have a younger center, I guess, Mitchell Robinson. So maybe we can hang our hat on that. The Knicks get off his contract. They also have a floor spacing center now. Who knows? Don't know if the Knicks would do that, but I mean, I was just trying to get rid of Vucevic at this point. So obviously, Lonzo Ball is not going to be playing this year, so I have to throw him out of the rotation for Ayo Dosunmu. But other than that, we're ready to assimilate to the end of this season. Might still end up making the playoffs potentially, but we'll see. Hopefully we don't, and hopefully we are in the lottery. Although right now, this doesn't do us any good as far as like being top 3 right now if we're keeping LaVine and DeRozan. But I'm going to wait till the offseason to trade them, I think. So Luka Doncic, who torches the Blazers every time he plays them, wins MVP, and then here's the rest of your awards. So that is how it went down for this season. It really doesn't matter. Take a look at the one thing I did do to kind of rig this a little bit is I threw LaVine and DeRozan's minutes down quite a bit. Kind of did like an AD situation. If you remember where AD was still playing with the Pelicans and they took his minutes, a lot of the, you know, obviously they still played Anthony Davis because they had to, but obviously it was very clear the writing was on the wall. He was going to be gone. So they played him like minimal amount of minutes or whatever. So you got Celtics and the Warriors, and you have the Warriors going on to win the championship this time around. So player retirements, we're going to have LeBron James and Chris Paul both retiring. End of an era there. But to the lottery we go. So we actually fell all the way down to 14th in the East. So we did a tank job that was kind of wonderful. Now I don't know what our chances of getting. Actually, I guess we have a pretty good chance at keeping our pick here. So we have to hope and pray for the best. It looks like our pick is projected to be number 3. So we actually did a pretty good job without trading LaVine and DeRozan. So that is a fantastic thing to see. The Blazers pick is lottery protected, so we're not getting that. But the Knicks, number 14, if we can stay in the top 3, that is actually going to be huge. I'm pretty sure the Bulls pick is like top 4 protected in real life, if I'm not mistaken. Top 5, I can't remember. I think in 2K it's only listed as top 3 because they don't have top 4s. But number 12, obviously the Blazers. We're not getting that pick. As you know, it's us, but from the Larry Nance trade, but of course it's lottery protected, so they keep it. So that means their pick obviously can still convey to us next year if they make the playoffs. The Jazz, number 11. We have so far so good. That's from the Timberwolves. Number 10, Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's keep it going. Number 10 is going to go to the Thunder. So far, so good. If we can stay in the top 3, that is going to be so magical right now for us to have a top 3 pick with this roster. The Pelicans, Raptors have moved in the top 4. That is not a good sign for us. The Hornets, number 8. So there's a very good chance we might have fallen out. So, I mean, one team jumped up. So it doesn't totally take us out. But it's not looking good for the Raptors jumping up. That kind of sucks. So the Raptors jumped up to 4. Yeah, number 6. Is this projected to be us? So this might be our pick for, you know, the Magic get to keep it. No, it's the Pistons. And actually, the Magic jumped up. I don't know if that means... No, I think that... I'm pretty sure that means we fell out. The Spurs, number 5. Wait. Didn't I say the Bulls pick is maybe top 4 protected? Is it top 4 protected or top 3? If it's top 4, I might get my pick back. Number 4 actually doesn't even matter. They have the 4th pick. We actually got in the top 3. We got in the top 3. Can I get 1 or 2, though, to turn this franchise around? Hallelujah. No way are we getting 1. No shot are we getting number 1. If we get number 1 overall, I will go insane. Come on. Come on. Give me number 1. Wow. Wow. The script couldn't have gone any better. We get Victor Wembanyama to start this 10-year Chicago Bulls rebuild. Are you serious right now? No way. That seems so scripted, but you can't fake a lottery in 2K. So you know what? I'll take it. I get to trade DeRozan, I get to trade LaVine, and I get to draft a generational talent in Victor Wembanyama. This almost feels like the Pelicans 2.0 when they had to trade AD, but now they obviously got to draft Zion, and now we get to draft Wembanyama. Let's go, baby. So I'm trading DeMar DeRozan here on draft night. It's not the best return by any means, but I am getting a first-round pick and an early second in this draft for DeRozan if I can get this to go through. They want to swap seconds in 2027. That's fine. Would love another first year, to be honest with you, our younger players. So I don't know if I can get D'Anthony Melton out of them as well. They want Lonzo. I can't do that. So let's just go to the original trade where I offered this and they wanted that second-round pick. So not the best trade in the world, but we are getting an unprotected Philadelphia pick that could turn into something really good for us. And then we take on Tobias Harris's expiring contract. So at least we're getting a first for DeRozan in a way. So yeah, it's not the best trade in the world, but that's okay. At least we're getting something for him. And obviously the leverage is a little bit lost because he's on his expiring deal. And you know that we're trying to trade him. So that's the first trade that's gone down. Get a first-round pick for DeMar DeRozan, trying to recuperate some assets. And next, actually, I don't know if I love that trade for us, but regardless, next is Zach LaVine. I know I go to the Mavericks every time when I'm trying to trade Zach LaVine, but I just think it makes way too much sense, and I'm able to get like 2 draft picks and Jaden Hardy for him. So if I could send this, they don't like that first initial offer. Okay. What if I don't want to offer Dalen Terry, actually. So maybe I have to get rid of 1 first, and I don't love getting rid of 1 first, but Maybe we get rid of Jaden Hardy and then they do it. They still don't agree to it. Okay, I'll offer the second. They don't agree. Maybe we get rid of, I mean, I want to get at least one first for, I mean, trying to make realistic trades through 2K's Trade Finder is borderline impossible. So hopefully y'all are cutting me some slack. I guess I could do it without having Tim Hardaway in the trade. So maybe I could do it with just that. They accept it then. They want a Phoenix top 3 protected, which I actually really like that pick a lot. And I think it could be very, very good. So I hate to trade that pick away. I'm going to try not to do that. Let's try to offer you this second round pick. They want a swap in 2027. They're also throwing me Maxi Kleber. Let's not do that either. Just give me a 2027 first. And then I have the second in here. And I'll also throw in, oh gosh, I mean, I don't really have anything else to throw in. So I guess I might have to do that swap pick. And then we're also getting, I don't really want Maxi Kleber, to be honest with you. So I guess it's a pick swap. We're getting an unprotected 2024 Jaden Hardy, but we're keeping that Suns pick, which I covet very much. I mean, I don't love the trade, but, you know, like I said, try and make realistic trades. So the Trade Finder, borderline impossible. So now we get to draft Wembanyama, and we're going to have Mitchell Robinson. Lonzo Ball, I mean, I'm going to trade him eventually as well, just not rush to do it here on draft night. So here we go, baby. Number 1 overall, going to go to Victor Wembanyama here in Chicago. You love to see it. So glad we were able to win the lottery. That's a huge start to this 10-year rebuild. And then player options, Andre Drummond. Obviously, we're accepting Patrick Williams. Also accept Marco. And then Derek Jones and Drummond are both gone, which is, you know, makes sense. Qualifying offers, Dosunmu. Kobe White, I mean, I definitely would want Dosunmu back. I'm not really sure if I'm concerned about Kobe White as much. I guess you could keep him around because his team has gone younger and maybe he has a better opportunity now. But I'm not going to be too upset if he doesn't sign back. So now you have Lonzo Ball, you have Jaden Hardy at the 2, you have Tobias Harris, Dalen Terry, you have Patrick Williams, Davis Bertans, and you have Wembanyama and Mitchell Robinson. So right now we're kind of teetering on still competitive while not wanting to be. So like Tobias Harris and Lonzo Ball, I might keep them till the trade deadline. I could still trade Lonzo, but it's going to be really tough because he hasn't played, so his trade value would be like very diminished. So the only thing I really want to have back is probably like Kobe White, I think. I really only want Kobe White back. Or not Kobe White, Dosunmu. I want Dosunmu back, and I think that's really all I want. I don't really want to go for anything else. I mean, McDaniels out here as well as a backup 4. I actually would like the idea of that. So give me Jalen McDaniels, though. Any given night, I would love that. So I'm going to get Jalen McDaniels as a backup small forward, I guess. You can give him a 3-year deal. Bring him in here in Chicago. Don't want to renounce Dosunmu, like I said. I want to keep him around. But other than that, I think I'm ready to roll with what we got. And then Lonzo and Tobias Harris are very much going to be trade candidates for me. And then Dosunmu, I don't know what's going on, but why can I not just sign him back already? That would be great if I could. He wants 12 million and it's not going to let me get him. I think I should get back his qualifying offer as long as I don't accidentally renounce him. So once we get that to go through, we should have, you know, our offseason done pretty much. I actually didn't expect the Charlotte Hornets to accept this, but they actually did. I went and sent Lonzo to the Hornets to go play with his brother. So we sent Lonzo and Bertans over for Gordon Hayward and 2 first-round picks. So we got 2 first-round picks for Lonzo. Did not expect the Hornets to accept that by any means. And Gordon Hayward's an expiring contract, so I'm really not too concerned about it at all. So now we got 2 firsts for Lonzo Ball before the season started. I think that's one team that would still kind of want Lonzo Ball as a team like the Hornets because obviously they have his brother and LaMelo. So now you have the Ball brothers paired up in Charlotte. So kind of like that for them. But yeah, I think that was my offseason now that we've gotten that done. So I was really surprised that the Hornets even accepted that, to be honest with you, but I'm kind of glad they did. So now we have Gordon Hayward's terrible contract. This team should be really bad, obviously. You really shouldn't expect much from this team. They want to start Kendrick Nunn. I actually just want to throw Jaden Hardy out there, to be honest with you. So let's not play Kendrick Nunn. Let's play Jaden Hardy. Why not? So you got Dosunmu, Jaden Hardy, Tobias Harris, Patrick Williams, Victor Wembanyama, Robinson, Gordon Hayward, McDaniels, Dalen Terry, and then that's it. So, yeah, this team is clearly about to suck this year, but that's fine. We have our guy in Wembanyama. Just need to get him some more help, but that's the guy we're essentially building around now. And Patrick Williams and Dosunmu are 3 guys I want to keep for the foreseeable future. Probably throw Dalen Terry in there as well. Victor Wembanyama did win Rookie of the Year, but I'm actually going to flash through this playoffs and this season. Obviously, we didn't make it very far. We obviously were very bad. I mean, you could kind of expect that. But you had 20 from Victor Wembanyama, 19 from Tobias Harris. You had 15 from Jaden Hardy, which is actually promising. 14 from Gordon Hayward, 13 and 5 from Dosunmu, 10 for Patrick Williams, and 9 from Mitchell Robinson. All is very promising, but let's somebody turn around against the Cavs and the Pelicans, and they win, or the Cavaliers do. And you got Carmelo retiring in Phoenix Sun. You got another huge lottery ahead of us because our pick is actually top 3 protected in 2024 as well. So if our pick ends up being in the top 3 again, we might be able to keep it, but I don't know if we'll get that lucky 2 years in a row. Actually, Like I said, in real life, the Bulls pick is top 3 protected in 2024. So we get that pick back. So thank you, Orlando. And now I think it conveys into second round pick. So imagine that happens to Orlando. I think Orlando Magic fans would be upset. But that Portland Trailblazers pick is actually also lottery protected. So I have to send that pick to the Blazers, and then I have to get this pick for the Magic, but we have number 3 to help with Victor Wembanyama. You love to see it. So I don't know who we're going to get at number 3 in this draft, but Booker goes number 1. You have Aaron Bradshaw going number 2. So I think that's pretty clear. We're taking the guard here in DJ Wagner, or you can go Isaiah Collier here, but I'm grabbing DJ Wagner to pair alongside Victor Wembanyama for the foreseeable future. We also have 2 other picks in this draft as well. So we have KJ Evans. We have a power forward. Give me KJ Evans here with my 16th overall pick. And then at this one, we'll go ahead and take Adam Bona as well out of UCLA. So feeling pretty good about that draft. We walk away with DJ Wagner. We also walk away with KJ Evans, which is feeling pretty good, 75 overall. So feeling really good about this draft. Those are 3 guys who are going to change the culture of this team. Hardy and Dalen Terry are 2 guys I want to keep around as well. Marco Simonovic, Dosunmu, and Patrick Williams. And man, I want to keep all 3 of them if I can. I mean, Marco's not that important, but Williams and Dosunmu, on the other hand, yes, of course, I do want to keep them. Tobias, no thank you. Obviously, I'm not getting Gordon Hayward back either. So, looking at the team, you got DJ Wagner at the point guard spot, Jaden Hardy at the 2. You have McDaniels, KJ Evans, and Dalen Terry at the 3 right now. You have Adam at the 4, and then you're going to have Mitch Robinson and Victor Wembanyama at the 5 right now. So, I mean, all we really need to do is get Patrick Williams back, and then also Dosunmu, which I'm going to be very happy with. Dosunmu is going to be our nice bench point guard. Williams wants a fat contract, which I don't think he's done anything to deserve it, to be honest with you. Shooting 43% from 3, which is great. But if I can just get my guys back, I'm ready to roll with our young squad and just keep kind of building through the draft. No need to rush anything. I'm not going to sign a free agent right now. We're not going to make a trade right now. Let's just get Williams and Dosunmu on their qualifying offers, and let's just keep rolling with them. So eventually, we'll be able to resign Dosunmu to a good contract. It's just so far in 2K, they have not given me the restricted free agency that I should have, but whatever. So we could probably just sign him right now, actually. We probably have cap space to just sign him upright right now. So I'm going to give him a, yeah, we have a lot of cap space. What am I doing? So I'm going to give him a 4-year deal, 12 mil. Let's see if he'll accept that. He does. So Dosunmu as a backup point guard for that long is going to be great. Patrick Williams is going to come back as qualifying offer for 13 million, which I like. And this is what your rotation is going to look like next season. We're still going to suck pretty badly, but that's all good. We are just staying patient right now, and we're just letting our guys develop. Dalen Terry winning most improved player is actually really exciting to see for the future of our team, and I'm pretty sure we actually made it into the play-in tournament this year, which is not where I expected to be right now, but we are the 8th seed going up against Lonzo Ball and LaMelo, so that should be a ton of fun. But 21 from Victor Wembanyama, 19 from DJ Wagner, 16 from Jaden Hardy. Jaden Hardy's actually developed into a fantastic player for us, so I'm actually really happy to see that. So I'm happy we got him in the Zach LaVine trade. 12.5 from Dalen Terry, developing into a great player for us. Williams, 11 from Dosunmu. KJ Evans with 11, 9 from Mitch Robinson, and 7 from McDaniel. So far, so good. I don't even care if we're in the playoffs this year. We don't make it, which is not that big of a deal to me. So let's just keep staying the patient route. As you can tell, the guys are developing. We got in the play-in tournament this year. Got the Magic and the Jazz making it to the finals, which is bizarre, but you got the Magic going on to win it all over the Utah Jazz. Another day, another draft lottery for Chicago Bulls. This time we're projected the Blazers pick, and actually we're projected that Suns pick. I wanted to keep it. I think it's got some protections on it if I remember. Well, that was very, very why I wanted to keep that pick so much, and we might get a top pick out of the Suns. And the Bulls, it says number 2, but once again, that pick is protected, and we actually get the Phoenix pick. So I got to send that pick back to the Blazers. That's just how it goes because that pick is lottery protected, but we do have number 4 in this draft. So we just keep building through the draft. These draft picks are going our way. We also have 16 from the Hornets, so this is great. This is going good so far. So jumping into another draft where we're, like I said, we have pick number 4 in this draft. So we got a few guys going off the board. So number 4, we have Robert Dillingham and then Trey Johnson. I think I'm going to take Trey Johnson here. Our shooting guard right now is kind of questionable. I mean, we have Jaden Hardy, who's been developing very nicely. So not that I want to take anything away from what, I mean, Robert Dillingham, though, sounds like a good player as well. Trey Johnson, I mean, which one do we want? I mean, they're both pretty good. I mean, we're guaranteed it. You know what? Give me Robert Dillingham. Give me Robert Dillingham, and I'll be happy. I didn't mean to send to the end on that. That's so unfortunate. I had a few more picks in this draft. But yeah, we're going with Robert Dillingham here. You're going to have also Jaleel Howard, so welcome to the team at 16. Dalen Terry and Victor Wembanyama, we're bringing them back. Jaden Hardy is a free agent. I think he's done fantastic things here, so I do want to keep him around if I can. Tatum is a free agent, which is interesting. Williams, again, wants a fat contract. We know what, I guess I'll give it to him this time. Maybe this is what players like him would make at around this time. I don't know. So Jaden Hardy, We're going to sign him back if we can on a nice deal as well. Trying to keep this core intact because I really like what we've been doing. So I'm going to give Jaden Hardy a 4-year deal as well, similar to what I gave to Sumu. Keep them on the roster, and we have our core like kind of rolling right now. So other than that, I don't think there's really anything else I want to add. So we got Wagner, Robert Dillingham, Sumu. So as far as playmaking is concerned, I feel like we can move one of them to the 2 and be fine, which is what we're going to have to do. So I don't know which one would be better at the 2, but I guess I'll move Wagner there. So Dillingham, yeah, they're a little undersized, but whatever. So we'll move Wagner to the 2. We'll have Dillingham, Iota Sumu, and then you'll have Dalen Terry, McDaniels, KJ Evans, a lot of good small forwards. Patrick Williams and Ade Bona, I should say. And then you got Wembanyama and Mitchell Robinson. We're going to eventually lose Mitchell Robinson, so it could make sense to trade him right now, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. The only thing I think I want to do now, I'm going to move McDaniels to the 4, but other than that, we're rolling with it again. I mean, obviously, this team isn't ready to win a championship or anything, but we're just letting the guys develop, just staying patient here. And eventually, when the time is right, we can make a huge trade if needed. We got yet another play-in tournament appearance, which is nice and all, but I'm ready to actually have, I think next year, I probably get a little bit more aggressive here. KJ Evans, 15 from Wagner, 11, 10.5 from Terry, 8.5 for Patrick Williams, 7 from Mitchell Robinson. So overall, I like what we have, but I think we definitely need like another guy that we can count on. Like Dillingham looks like he's going to develop into a nice player, and then DJ Wagner might as well. We'll see. But let's say we get out of the play-in this time. We do lose again in the play-in tournament, so clearly that's probably getting old. We're tired of making the play-in and not being in the playoffs, so I think we got to up the aggression a little bit. So now you're going to have the Nets with Donovan Mitchell and then Devin Booker on the Suns, and you're going to have the Nets going to win the championship. So kind of funny how the Suns went from being terrible to the finals, which is interesting. But once again, here are your retirements. If you care about any of those, straight to the lottery we go. Once again, in the draft lottery, this time the Blazers pick is still lottery protected, so I have to send that back to them. But our pick ends up being, our pick went to 4. Holy moly. Okay. Once again, having some lottery luck on our sides. But do I want to draft someone, or do I want to get aggressive here? Let's see, man. I feel like there's a world out there where maybe there's some things we need to do with this team. Let's go ahead and try to get something going. Let's see if we can get somebody really good on the open market. I want Anthony Edwards. If I can get him from Minnesota, I want him. He's 24 years old. They're selling right now. They're in a terrible spot. Give me Anthony Edwards on this roster, and I promise you, I could turn him into something special. I would love to treat DJ Wagner in this scenario, but he's not on a contract that I can trade him on right now. So I'm offering number 4, Sumu Jaden Hardy. I'll also offer this Hornets pick. They don't agree to it immediately, but I guarantee you eventually they're going to accept. Juwan Howard or Jalil Howard again as well. And then I'll throw this Blazers pick in. Give me Anthony Edwards all day. We went for it and we got it. Anthony Edwards is our brand new shooting guard of this roster. So now you're going to have a backcourt of Robert Dillingham, Anthony Edwards. We also still have DJ Wagner that we could throw in a trade as well if we need to. Or we could just throw DJ Wagner as a backup point guard now. Now that we have Edwards at the 2. So now we have Wembanyama and Edwards leading the Chicago team in the future, which I love. I think we need another guy that we can rely on for consistent offense. And I think Edwards does that for us. I love it. So we're getting past the draft now. We might have had another pick in this draft. We didn't actually, so no worries. Player options, Wembanyama, Wagner, KJ Evans, and Ade are all back. Qualifying offers, Dalen Terry. I definitely want him back as well. And then free agency, I actually really want to strike on a really good power forward. I really do. If I have the money to do it, I want a really good power forward because I want to be able to play. Well, let's see. Let's see where we're at. So we have Dillingham, you have Edwards and Wagner, which again, I can move Wagner to point guard or whatever it may be. So now we have Dillingham and Wagner sharing the point guard spot. You're going to have Anthony Edwards at the 2. KJ Evans right now is your 3, which actually isn't bad. Then Williams is your 4. So maybe I don't need to go out there and get, like, I was wanting to move Williams to the 3. Maybe we could do that because I guess, wait, is KJ Evans 6'10"? Would Williams go up to the 3? Maybe we should switch that because one's taller than the other. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. But Wembanyama, of course, is your 5. So I think we just need to sign Dalen Terry back and then get Mitch Robinson back. And I think we should be golden. So unless there's anything else I should be going for, you have like Jalen Williams out here, Tari Eason, who I love. But there's some good options. But yeah, give me, I don't know. Robinson actually wants quite a bit of money. Wiseman wants a bit of money. Kessler. Okongwu off the bench sounds kind of cool, to be honest with you, but he does want a ton of money. Jakob Poeltl. Okongwu, how much money we got? I mean, we got money. Okongwu backing up Wembanyama for defense actually sounds kind of cool. I'll give him a deal, 4 years, 18 million. Why not? Maybe that's what, unless if I have to renounce Dalen Terry, then I'm not doing it. So never mind. I'm not doing this. So I'm not renouncing Dalen Terry in order to get Okongwu. So I might as well just resign Mitch Robinson and Dalen Terry and call it a day. I think that's what we have to do. So Dalen Terry, I'm giving you a deal, 4 year. Wait, we're still in moratorium. We are. I'm going to wait because I don't want to just, unless Mitch Robinson has an offer and I got to offer him. And now he has no offers right now. So we're good there. Robinson's still a good backup center, and he doesn't even want as much as, well, actually, he does want as much as we were about to offer the other guy, but that's okay. So Mitch Robinson, signing him back. I'm not renouncing Dalen Terry. I do want him back. So Dalen Terry, 4-year deal that I gave the other guys, keep you around as a backup. Almost just renounced him on accident, and now we got him back. So boom, just like that, we have our core. We could get McDaniels back as well, I believe, but it's all good. We're good. So new rotation, Dillingham, Wagner, Andy Edwards, Williams, Dalen Terry, KJ Evans, and Adam. And then you got Aid. I keep saying Adam. Aid. And you got Wembanyama and Robinson. W. Let's go to player progression. See how Dillingham and Wagner are doing. There's a chance I eventually trade DJ Wagner as well, just because I don't know if I love him as a backup and we're going to have to pay him a ton of money. It just kind of depends who progresses better. So DJ Wagner's up to an 84. And Dillingham doesn't even move. So maybe we go with Wagner going forward and we trade Dillingham. Either way, we're choosing one of them going forward. Williams up to an 83. Wembanyama, Edwards. I think this team definitely has a chance of winning a championship this next season. Victor Wembanyama makes All-NBA second team when we have fun, and then Anthony Edwards also makes All-NBA third team. So we have finally booked our first seed in the East. We've been the play-in tournament every year, but we got the first seed in the East this time. 30 from Edwards, 23 from Victor Wembanyama, 17 from Dillingham, and 16 from DJ Wagner. It's really going to be tough to choose between one of these guys. I don't know which one I want to go with. KJ Evans with 13 as our power forward, which I love. So we got to keep him around. 10 from Patrick Williams. These two guys are my starting forwards throughout the video, I think. I definitely think we're keeping both of them. Unless we could trade Williams for something better because we gave him a big contract. We'll see. 8.5 from Dalen Terry. 6 from Robinson. And 3 from Aid. So feeling good. I don't know if we win a championship this year. We actually went like 67-15. So, or 62-20. Never mind. My bad. I don't know why I said 67-15. But man, oh man, would it be absolutely magical to win a championship. No pun intended by playing the Magic here. But so many current round against the Orlando Magic, and we beat them in 6. I was a little intimidated by an 8-seed upset there, but we do take care of business. And now we get the Boston Celtics, who no longer... Oh, they do have Jason Tatum. Never mind. But the rest of the roster around Tatum, and I mean, the bench is pretty good, but their starting backcourt's a little questionable. Somebody current round against them, and we are going to beat them at 5. So we booked our chance at the Eastern Conference Finals, but now we have to play Garland, Evan Mobley. They don't have Donovan Mitchell. They have Jalen Brunson, I guess, instead, which is kind of interesting. Portland and San Antonio on the other side. Let's somebody current round against Cleveland, and we've made it to the finals. And now we get to play the Spurs, who have Dyson Daniels, who becomes an absolute stud in the simulation. They have Porzingis, Keldon Johnson. Do we book our first championship of the video? Somebody current round, and we do beat them in 7. First championship of the video here in Chicago. Anthony Edwards is your finals MVP. That's only our first one. We get to keep going, obviously. So we have the 12th pick in this draft from the Dallas Mavericks. I'm just going to let the CPU draft whoever, because honestly, we get Wade Garnett. No idea who he is. Player options. We're going to accept all of these. And now I'm in a little bit of a bind here because DJ Wagner, he's got this is the last year of his contract. I know eventually, I feel like there was a crossroads where I have to pay Wembanyama, of course, as well. But there's going to be a crossroads eventually where I felt like I was going to have to choose between, obviously, Dillingham and we got to make sure we get Wembanyama back, of course, real quick. But I got to choose between DJ Wagner and Robert Dillingham. I don't know if we can keep them both. It's going to be really hard. So I don't really like one of them playing off the bench. I'm so glad Wembanyama didn't get an offer because now I can 5-year deal him and have him locked up for the long term. So feeling good about that. But of course, he matches our signs a 3-year deal instead with the Lakers, which kind of sucks. But obviously, I'm matching it. I would have loved him locked up for 5 years, but oh well, nothing you can do about it. So, like I said, now we have to really think about it. So we have Wagner and Dillingham. We could roll with them one more year, but next offseason, we might lose 1 for nothing, or we could sign and trade, I guess, technically as well. So maybe we don't have to push that decision right now. Maybe we can wait till next year because Robinson's salary will still be here. You'll still have Williams' salary. I don't know. I feel like it could be really tough to keep both of them. I mean, I don't really know what I would want to get. Like, I like both of them. Don't get me wrong. It's just really hard because I'm not really sure. I mean, like, team intel. Let's go to player progression first. I'm not signing a free agent. Let's see if one just progresses like crazy over the other. Then I'll have my decision, obviously. So, player progression. Let's see where it's at. DJ Wagner is up to an 87 and 85. So, I mean, we probably should just keep them both and make it work. Maybe we move Edwards to the small forward. Maybe we should just do that. Maybe we shouldn't overthink it. Maybe we should play both of them. We're going to be a little undersized, though, if we do that. But it is 2K, so I'm not sure it matters too much. I don't know. A lot to think about here, but we just won a championship with this team last year, so I guess I'll push that decision until next year, but it is going to be a tough decision once we get there. Another year of winning over 60 games. We went 61 and 21 this year. So like I said, I decided not to change anything. We'll see if I regret that. I think I just saw that Dyson Daniels and Shea are on the same team, though, so that's actually really intimidating because both of them are very good. So I don't really know what to expect there. So Miami is going to be scary. That is a scary backcourt that they have, but 27 from Edwards, 24.5 from Victor, 20 from Robert Dillingham, and then 16 from KJ Evans, and then 15 from Wagner. So, I mean, they're both just so good. Wagner's up to 15. I think we got to keep them both, man. I really do. I think if we can find a way to keep them both, you do. We'll have to just find a way to make it work. Milwaukee in round 1, they got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Devin Vassell, Bobby Portis, Jakob Poeltl. Similar current round against Milwaukee. Hopefully we take care of business. We beat them in 5. Got Miami. I'm really hoping we don't meet Miami in the conference finals because I'm actually really intimidated by the roster. But now we get the Magic again. Let's see if we can beat them twice in a row. This time, never mind. We did win. Win at 7. Okay, now I get Miami. So I want to see what the rest of the roster looks like. I mean, we have a good backcourt too. Don't get me wrong. But Shea and Daniels, Tari Eason, Randall, Bam Adebayo. That's a very good Miami Heat team that they have. So game 1, 1-0. They even it up. I don't know if we win this one, but I mean, 3-1 lead so far. Beat them in 6, please. Go beat them in 7. We are going to lose to the Miami Heat. I mean, I had a bad feeling about that one. Shea and Dyson Daniels is OP. I mean, it just sucks. So, unfortunate loss here. We have like 2 or 3 more years left, though. So, it's not like total loss. It just sucks that we're able to get it done. Like I said, the biggest thing this offseason is being able to keep probably our roster intact, I think. I mean, maybe there's a trade to be made and probably should make one. Head coach-wise, I just want to keep Monty Williams if I can. Like, he's done a great job. So, let's just keep Monty Williams. And then let's just fill this out real quick. But I want to take a look at free agency, obviously, and see what this is about to look like. So, let's just go straight to player options. I don't even care about the draft at this point. We've built our players through the draft. So, Dillingham are accepting. Wagner is going to be the big one. We got a crazy free agency class. I probably can get away with not keeping eight anymore, but Evans and Wagner, I obviously want to be able to match whatever is offered to them. So that's what the plan is. So Wagner, I want him. KJ Evans, I want him. And KJ Evans is asking for a bag. And then Aid, if he's back as a like qualifying offer, I'll take it, obviously. But if we can get these guys back, that'll be important. They both want bags. I mean, KJ Evans has been phenomenal, so I don't blame him. And then Wagner, I think we got to get them both. So I'm going to sign both to a 5-year deal. Hopefully they both are able to sign. And we got both of them. So obviously we are very, very expensive now. Very, very expensive. So no surprises there. But Wagner and Dillingham, I think what I'm going to do is I think I got to move Patrick Williams. I think I got to move him, to be honest with you. I think that's the best way to go about this. We're going to move Edwards to the 3. We're going to have Wagner or Dillingham in the backcourt. I guess I'm moving Wagner there. That's what we're going to do. It's going to be undersized, but I think this is what I have to do. Wagner, Dillingham, and then Patrick Williams is going to probably be moved for a really good veteran point guard. Or what we could do is move Williams to the 4 and trade Robinson for a better center. I don't know. A lot of options. Maybe move Williams to the 4, have him more of a bench guy. Or you just sign a point guard and we keep Mitch Robinson. I don't know. A lot of good options. Let's see what's in free agency. So point guards, not much. Center, you have like Paul Reed and Charles and Isaiah Hartenstein, Mo Bamba. There's some decent centers here. So give me Paul Reed on a 2-year deal to get a little bit cheaper. And then Aid will be back as well. And I guess I'm trading Robinson for a point guard or a guard in general. So Robinson, if I can trade you for a guard, I think that's what we got to do. The team is expensive, but Kevin Porter Jr. is being offered to me and we're trading a 1st-round pick. I think I got to do it. I think I got to, or we can get Jane Hardy back, which I thought he did a great job when he was here. Ronnie James also, but give me Kevin Porter Jr. He's on a 2-year deal. He's going to be making the same amount of money as Mitchell Robinson, but at least we have him as a backup here in Chicago. So that is the way we're going with it. We're keeping Wagner and Dillingham. And then Dillingham, I don't even know if we're going to be able to resign him. It's going to be so tough. We'll see. Mike Miles, this team is so expensive. I mean, that's just how it goes with these 10-year rebuilds. The team just gets super expensive so fast. But we're running it back again. Hopefully this year we win a championship. So once again, first in the Eastern Conference, the scariest team to me is still Miami in my opinion. But we went with a different starting lineup. I don't know how it's going to perform in the playoffs. KJ Evans still putting up really good numbers even off the bench. I think he came off the bench this year. So would have liked to maybe get him be rewarded with 6 men. But Kevin Porter Jr. is a new dynamic to this backup rotation. So hopefully things work out. Let's see what happens. We get the Atlanta Hawks in round 1. You got Xavier Booker, Grant Dickey, you got Trae Young, John Collins. Semi-current round against Atlanta. Hopefully we beat them. We do sweep them, and then Miami does make it past Cleveland. Would have loved to see... Actually, no, Miami got upset, so that's a good sign. We get Brooklyn, though. They have Mitchell, Murray, Jalen Duren. I mean, I think we should beat this team, but you never know with this game. We are going to beat them in 6, but now we get the Knicks. So the Knicks probably have like Giannis or something. They have RJ and Desmond Bane and Scotty Barnes. So it's not Giannis, but it is Scotty Barnes. So we current out against them, and we are going to lose in 7 in these conference finals. You got Josh Giddey and Barnes. I mean, at least we got 1 championship in this video, but obviously with Wembanyama, I'd love to win more than at least 1. So I think we got 2 more years. So let's at least hopefully win 1 more before it's all said and done. With how good KJ Evans has been, I'm trading Patrick Williams and Paul Reed over to the Magic for Wendell Carter. I'm getting a backup center, and I'm also getting JD Palm, who's a young center as well. I'm making this trade. I'm getting a little bit cheaper, I guess you can say. It's not a ton cheaper, but it's a little bit to hopefully not get, like, we're going to need Dillingham back, but I think KJ Evans has been good enough that I can justify trading Williams at this point, and then Wendell Carter can back up Victor Wembanyama. We got Edwards back already, so it's just a matter of getting Dillingham back, which obviously got to pay him a bag. We're just, yeah, so we're literally hard capped. I had a feeling that that was going to happen. 4 players your team you may sign, yeah, so we're already hard capped. I had a feeling that was going to happen eventually, so honestly, should I have just traded Patrick Williams right there? Probably not. That probably was a terrible mistake, actually. I probably shouldn't have just done that because I thought I was going to be able to get... So now we got to go back to a different rotation. So it's going to be Wagner, Kevin Porter Jr. You're going to have Anthony Edwards and then Ronnie Bishop, I guess. Dalen Terry's your new starting small forward. It'll be KJ Evans, Garnett, Wendell Carter, and Victor Wembanyama. Unless Dillingham is back in his qualifying offer, we just lost him. So kind of figured that was going to happen eventually. This team was expensive. I never made the decision to trade one of them, so I am paying for the repercussions for it. So unless he's back his qualifying offer here, which he's not, he is now somewhere else. So now we're rolling with what we got. Maybe I should have paid Robert Dillingham over Edwards. Who knows? But I think we still have a possibility of winning a championship. Maybe I could have traded Kevin Porter Jr. I probably should have done that. I don't know why I didn't, but it is what it is now. Let's keep it going. Once again, first seed in the East. I'm pretty good at getting first seeds in these 10-year rebuilds, but it doesn't mean anything we don't win at all. So obviously, like I said, you know, getting the first seeds is great and all, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't win it. So get the Knicks in round 1, which they're the team that upset me last year. So don't know what's going to happen this year, this time around. This time we beat them in 5. And then you got Indiana and Charlotte. Brooklyn Nets, we beat this team last year. Doesn't mean we'll do it this year. So might go around against them. We beat them in 4, and now you have the Indiana Pacers. So back to these conference finals. They have Benedict Mathurin. They have Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren. I mean, this is our chance to get to the finals. So 1-0 lead. They even it up. We're up 2-1. 2-2. Go up 3-2. We do not. We lose in 6. We're going to a game 7. Game 7 to get to the finals. We've been in this position a lot in this video. Can we get it done this time where we actually make it to the finals? Let's see. Can we do it? Keep it going. Keep the foot on the pedal. It looks like we got this one as long as we don't blow a lead, and we are moving on to the finals. W. Edwards and Boozer are your conference finals MVPs. And now we get the Thunder, who have Holloway, Trey Murphy, Cameron Boozer, Chet Holmgren. I mean, we should beat this team, in my opinion. And it's a 6-game lead. Let's go, baby. We won another championship. Second championship of the video. We have 1 more year to run it back. Let's see if we can come out here and win our last championship of the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last season, we're going to click simulate playoffs and hope for the best. I don't know what's going to happen, but hope. We got to play Shea in round 1. That's not good, but simulate playoffs. Let's end off this video with a championship. Let's end this 10-year rebuild with a championship. Let's see. We are going to get to the finals. Yes, we do. We get to play the Jazz. So we are back in the finals. Yeah, Dillingham. Uh-oh. Is Robert Dillingham going to get revenge for us not signing him back? 1-0. 2-0. Just kidding. 3-0. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. That is how you end a 10-year Chicago Bulls rebuild. That is how you end it. That is how this video will end. I hope you boys enjoyed this video. Final product that we threw together. Pretty good roster. 3 championships in this video. Not too shabby. I'll take it. Thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.